We are going to stop the attitude and the energy of beat it, overcome it, get rid of it. Because in doing that, we're actually creating resistance, which is making the self-doubt stronger and louder. Hello, beautiful. We are going to talk all about how to beat self-doubt. First, let's understand what self-doubt is, right? Self-doubt foundationally is a lack of confidence in yourself or a lack of confidence or belief in your abilities. Essentially, self-doubt is you doubting you. Can we please be in agreement that it's time to make the first decision of many that's going to be in this conversation, that there are going to be plenty of things in this world that are against you. There are going to be plenty of things in this world that are in opposition of you, that are going to doubt you. And you cannot allow that to be you. You are you. You have to decide to be for yourself. If not, then you're against yourself and you're creating resistance and making things so much harder than they need to be. And you're playing into whatever I'm not enough story you've been playing with. So just jot this down. I'm going to be for myself, not against myself. Right? Okay, I know things are clicking already. So self-doubt is most often recognized as thoughts of self-doubt, okay? And that's where I'm going to focus this conversation with you. As we hang out here on this beautiful YouTube channel and on this platform, I'm going to be taking you in and out of neuroscience and quantum law, metacognition and healing. We're going to talk about the nervous system and the body's connection to thought and thought's connection to the body, and so many things as it pertains to your healing, your growth, and your expansion. Right now, this conversation, I'm going to focus in through the lens of thought because our self-doubt is most recognized through thoughts of self-doubt. Right? It's just like this reel of self-doubt that plays in your head over and over and over again. That sound like, who do I think I am? That kind of success is not for you. What if you suck? What if they judge you? You're not enough. You don't know enough. You're a fraud. You're not as talented as everybody else in your industry. Who are you to speak on that stage? Who are you to share that celebration? And on and on and on and on. And I know it well because it was what kept me paralyzed for 2 years. Before I became this version of myself, and I continue to expand and iterate as you will, because jot this down, if you're not growing, you're dying. That is a foundational truth. And I was sitting in a beautiful VP of Human Resources job at an elder care company. I have a deep affinity for the elderly. And I had the calling that I wanted to do something more with my gifts, that I was here to serve people on a deeper and wider level. I was made and born to create massive impact. So I had that calling, I had that gnawing in my soul. And on Monday, I'd be like, that's it, I'm gonna go enroll in coaching school. And then on Tuesday, I'd be like, no, you're not. And then on Wednesday, I'd be like, I'm all in. And then on Thursday, I'd be like, who do you think you are? And I literally gas and braked myself. Tell me in the comments if you relate. I know you do, right? We're gas and braking, we're gas and braking, we're in, we're out. And what was happening internally in between my ears was this reel of self-doubt, was this constant reel of self-doubt that for me sounded exactly like, what if you suck? What if this is too much of a risk? Who do you actually think you are? What if everybody in your life thinks you're crazy? That was like the pervasive vibe over and over and over again. So you're not alone. There is nothing wrong with you. And there's nothing to be fixed. What I'm about to teach you is a whole new understanding of self-doubt and a whole new way to relate to your self-doubt. Okay? Everything is based in how you relate to it. So right now we are going to elevate your awareness, elevate your consciousness, and elevate the perspective by which you see self-doubt. Okay? There is a biological reason that self-doubt is showing up on the scene. Okay? Anytime you think about doing something unfamiliar, anytime you start to take action towards something unfamiliar, unknown, different, more, change, Your biological system, okay, which is your mind, your body, and your nervous system, your biology actually registers anything that's unfamiliar as a potential threat, right? Therefore, it deems it unsafe. And what it does is it activates your fear response in an effort to get you to stop. Your mind and body do not want you to thrive. I know it sounds absolutely fucking crazy, but that's what we're up against here, okay? We have a mind and body that biologically is wired, and even though we are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years evolved past when our primal brain was created, it is still and will always remain wired for our survival. So anything that it sees as different, unknown, more than, it doesn't have evidence of that you have done it before and lived to tell the tale, it triggers it as a potential threat, and then it brings fear on the scene in an effort to get you to stop. Now, fear shows up in a lot of different ways. And inside of Mind Magic, which I'm going to make sure the information is somewhere around this video for you to check out, we dive into fear really, really deep and wide. And throughout the course of us hanging out here on YouTube, I'm going to teach you a lot of different things about it. But fear uses a lot of things because it's sneaky to get you to stop without you recognizing, oh shit, that's simply fear, okay? And self-doubt is one of the fear's go-tos, right? So essentially fear uses self-doubt to get you to sit back down on the couch and do nothing, to get you to stay in that job for 2 years longer than you really needed to, because I wasn't a fear expert then. I didn't understand what I understand now, right? Fear gets you to stop having that crucial conversation that honors yourself. Fear is getting in the way of you not showing up to do that Facebook Live, making that offer, building that program, leaving that corporate job, taking that trip. Fear is stopping you from allowing yourself to embody ease and get out of this hustle crazy culture. Anything different, tangible or intangible, anything unfamiliar, tangible or intangible, your mind and body are actively working against you 24/7, 365. Wow. But it's okay because you're hanging with me and I've got you. And this is my expertise in the world. How do we actually change? How do we actually transform? How do we tap into our limitless potential and access our greatness so that we can generate, manifest, and experience our desires in this physical world? Ah, yes. Okay. So now that we kind of understand what self-doubt is really about, right? And that it's showing up because you are thinking about doing something bigger, or you're about to do something bigger, or you're actively doing something bigger, right? We're recognizing, okay, so self-doubt isn't bad. It's not negative. It's not something to be overcome or beat. It's actually something that I'm going to teach you how to build appreciation for, but we're not there yet, okay? I want you to know that your self-doubt thoughts are not truth and they are not real. Just like smile with me for a minute. Oh, okay. So the what if I suck, that's an option? Right? That's not real. That's being brought to me by my fear response. What if I'm not enough? What will they think of me? And whatever your particular reel of self-doubt sounds like. And I'd actually love to know. So in the comments below the video, tell me like, oh shit, yeah, Tracy, my self-doubt sounds like this or this or this. And yes, it comes from deeper places and we're going to get there. But right now you need to know that your self-doubt thoughts are not truth and they are not real. They are simply one of the many masterful ways that your fear response is getting you to not do the thing. And when you believe those thoughts, when you attach to that low-level disempowering thinking, then you actually start to feel the doubt in your body. You start to feel insecure and incapable. And your feelings are what's going to always drive how you behave. So now you're thinking a thought like, what if I suck? Or what if everybody thinks I'm crazy? And now in your body, you're starting to feel insecurity, right? And a lack of capability. So then what's your behavior going to be? You're not going to show up to do the thing. And then what's your reality going to reflect back to you? Not the desire that you want, right? Okay. So please jot this down. Your fear and doubt wins and your dreams lose, or your dreams win and your fear and doubt loses. I'm going to say that again. Your fear and doubt win and your dreams lose, or your dreams win and your fear and doubt loses. I love you. It's one or the other. There is no gray and there's no bullshitting yourself in between. If you want what you say you want, you are going to have to step up and be the director of this being. Start to direct what's going on in between your ears. Start to understand what it means to regulate your nervous system and give it safety so you can do the big, beautiful things that you are called to do, right? Amongst many other things. All right. So what do? I am committed to always giving you how. It matters. Theory and information and inspiration and motivation are lovely and, quite frankly, totally useless if you don't understand how to apply it in your practical day-to-day living so that you can heal, grow, and expand and receive the new evidence of you transforming. And that's what we're all about, the how behind the hype. So what do? The first thing is we lose the whole energy of let me hate it, let me get mad at it. The self-doubt voice comes up, you're like, shut up. Totally ineffective, totally unhelpful. Let's just stop that now. We don't overcome, we don't get mad, we don't beat it, and we don't hate it. Those thoughts are still coming out of you. It is a part and a piece of you. So let's notice it, love it, and appreciate it, okay? I want you to shift into noticing, loving, and appreciating your self-doubt. Your self-doubt is being brought to you by fear. Okay. And I actually want to invite you to go watch my TED Talk on fear. Dear Fear, It's Not Me, It's You, so that you can understand more about where I'm coming from here and you can start to really love your fear. And that's when you completely shift your relationship to it. Okay. So the Dear Fear TED Talk is on my YouTube channel too. All right. So when it comes to self-doubt, what are we going to do in the moment? I'm inviting you to do 3 things and I need you to do them in this order. Okay. Thing 1, notice it. Just notice it. So how would you notice it? Well, you're starting to hang out here with me, which means and tells me that you have either been on a growth and expansion journey and you're working towards actualizing your dreams for however long that's been. Okay. So that means you have to build your awareness. Noticing is the first step to anything you say you want, anything. And we have to do it in a way that's non-judgmental. So I want you to be able to just notice, oh, isn't it interesting that I'm not doing the thing I said I was going to do, right? Or isn't it interesting that I'm feeling super insecure? Self-doubt must be at play here, right? And then you start to recognize those low-level thoughts, those disempowering thoughts, those thoughts that are simply fear going, I can get her to stop. I'll tell her, what if she sucks? And what if it's too much of a risk? And who does she think she is? And she'll believe those thoughts because she hasn't hung out with Tracy Lynn at the Lit Factor yet. Keep hanging out with me. Your mind body does not want you to keep hanging out in my YouTube world because you will change. You will stand in the reality of what you say you want because I'm proof of it. And the thousands of women that I've already served into their greatness is proof of it. Okay. So thing 1 is we notice it. We notice it and we give it love. It's like, oh, hey, that's interesting. Hi, how you doing? I know why you're here. Okay. Then thing 2, I need you to give your nervous system, your body, the safety that it is asking you for. Remember, and you can never hear me say this enough, anything new or different or more is unfamiliar. And unfamiliar to your mind and body means potential death, which means it is feeling unsafe. And when your system is feeling unsafe, it jacks you into a sympathetic state. You are in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and no greatness is coming out of that state. So we actually get to nourish and give the system safety, even when technically we are doing something unfamiliar, so it is unsafe. But because you are the director of this gorgeous thing, your being, every part of you, you have choices. And the choice to regulate your nervous system is going to be one of the things that allows you to show up and do the thing that self-doubt was once preventing you from. Okay. So there's many ways to create safety. I'm going to be doing nervous system videos too, but right now I want you to just put your left hand on your heart. Okay. Where's my heart? Here it is. And put your right hand on your belly. And go ahead and close your eyes. If you'd rather just hood your eyes and lower them a little and look at the floor, that's fine too. I'm going to close mine, and I want you to take a deep belly breath in through your nose, breathing in. 4 counts is ideal, then hold it for 4. And then slowly exhale for 4. And then just wait. We're going to do that again, relaxing your face, breathing in through your nose, filling up your belly. Beautiful. Hold it right there. And slowly exhale. One more time, drop your shoulders, taking a deep breath in through your belly. Hold it. Exhale through your nose. And now relax. Keep your eyes closed with your hand on your heart, and now repeat after me. Hi, body. I love you, body. What's real is we're safe. We're going after our dreams. It's safe. We're safe. Okay, now you can open your eyes and come back to me. First of all, it just feels so good. And now you've experienced creating safety in your system just like that. And then thing 3, do not believe a thought you think. This is a practice. It doesn't come easy. It's wildly simple, not so easy. I want you to learn how to connect to the next level version of you, the version of you that's already living in the reality of that more, of that desire, whatever it is that the self-doubt was stopping you from, and learn what it means to let the next level version of you think for you, think on purpose, right? Think intentionally. So you're not going to believe any of those thoughts of self-doubt, and instead you're going to let the next level version of you think for you. Now, this is one of the many proven practices that I teach inside of Mind Magic, the Mind Magic program, okay? But I'm actually going to show you how. I'm just whipping out my journal. Nothing fancy, okay? I'm going to get a marker. Let me see if this black one will show me here. Okay. So I want you to grab any piece of paper that you have available to you. This is literally how you do thing 3, okay? I'm writing this down, and then I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Okay. Here we go. Any paper you have, line down the middle. On the top left, my mind says. On the top right, but she says, right? I associate as a she, so whatever you associate to, you would write that in, okay? And then what you do is you actually give yourself a few seconds, and on the left side, on your mind says side, you throw up all of those self-doubt thoughts on paper. It is magical what happens when you take the thinking out of your head and put it down on paper. Now you get to be the consciousness and the observer who's observing the thinking, okay? So it's my mind says, and you write that all out. Then you take a second, you take a deep breath in, and you connect to the version of you that's already living and enjoying and experiencing all of your dreams and reality, all of your desires in her physical world. And then you come back to the paper and you focus on the right side and you write out, but she says, right? I am enough, I always have been. She says, I have an important message to share. She says, not everybody's supposed to like you. She says, get out there, girl. You only live once, right? Whatever it is that your higher self, next level self starts to download to you in thought, that's what you write in. And instantly you are going to feel a massive shift. You will come off of an exercise like this, and it will look like 2 different people, and it will feel like 2 different people, because technically it is. The current version of you is a match for what you currently are experiencing in your reality. To actualize what you keep saying you want, it is fact, truth, scientifically accurate for me to say. It is a becoming process for you to experience different in your physical reality and in your lived experience. You must become different. Okay. More on that later. So I'm really glad I got to share that exercise with you. Again, that is a proprietary proven method that lives inside Mind Magic, which is the epic 6-month container for visionary women leaders and entrepreneurs. It's where we come to actually do the inner work, to transform, to cultivate unwavering self-belief and conviction, amongst many, many, many other things. So now you can relate to self-doubt with compassion and an enlightened understanding, right? Your mind doesn't realize that it's screwing you over. It's just doing your job of keeping you alive. So I want to invite you to head over to whatwouldSheDo.net. It is a free 3-part audio gift I have for you. And it's really where you begin to connect deeper to that next level version of you that I spoke about, really cultivate that deeper connection, so that you can learn what it means to let her lead in all areas of your life and step into a level of embodiment that is going to actualize everything you say you want with ease, fun, and pleasure. So she's ready and waiting. Head over to whatwouldSheDo.net. So until next time, treat yourself well, like and subscribe to this channel. It would be amazing also for you to share this, share the video out, share the whole YouTube channel out, share the whatwouldSheDo.net out with your communities, your colleagues, and other fierce powerhouse women who are ready to rise and show up for their impact in this world.